Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Young here and welcome to another Skyrim Redguard news update video. Today I want to talk about an in-game hint that further proves the possibility that this rumored DLC could take place in Hammerfell. Furthermore, I have given the lore of Hammerfell a look, which has further led me to believe Hammerfell, or at least parts of it, are possible future locations. So, let's dive right into it. So first, let's talk about the in-game clue. If you go and explore around the borders of Skyrim, you can actually find a few roads that lead to other lands. Now of course, the game is programmed with invisible walls, and even if players manage to go through them, they'd find nothing. But what is interesting to note is that one of these roads actually leads into northern Hammerfell. In this footage right here, I am at the border on the southwest corner of Skyrim near Falkreath, and as you can see, players can cross the border into Hammerfell only to be met by an invisible wall. If players check the map at this location and see where the arrow is pointing, and if they compare this map with one of Tamriel, it can clearly be seen that the road leads into Elenhir in Hammerfell. Now, this may be just coincidence, but considering the trademark for Skyrim Redguard was done all the way back in March of 2011, my guess is that this road was placed there on purpose. In summary, I believe that Bethesda has been planning to add content involving Hammerfell during development, and they are saving this road right here to eventually link Skyrim with Hammerfell. But again, as mentioned in the previous video, Hammerfell is rather large, so my belief is that players will have access to Elenhir, the city which the road in the game seems to lead to, Dragonstar, which already has a conflicting history with Skyrim and is also right around the border, and possibly Skaven, because it would make the map just more well-rounded. Unless Bethesda goes all out, I doubt we'll be seeing the rest of Hammerfell. So, what do you guys think about this road? Coincidence? Planned? Let me know in the comments below. I have also read through some of the lore of Hammerfell, and there definitely are links to some of the lore in Skyrim. For one, the Thalmor, whose paths intersect with players quite often throughout Skyrim, are deeply engraved into the lore of Hammerfell. For those unfamiliar with some of the lore, the Thalmor, who formed the Second Aldmeri Dominion, are what caused an event known as the Great War, which culminated into the fall of the White Tower in Cyrodiil, along with the city and its ruler. Also, the Great War was actually part of the prophecy that predicted the return of the dragons, along with events of previous games like the Staff of Chaos, the Red Mountain disaster, and the Oblivion Crisis. This Great War eventually led to the downfall of many empires, one such being Hammerfell. And on top of that, Hammerfell also had a civil war going on between two factions, the Forebears and the Crowns. However, eventually the Great War ended, and a peace treaty, known as the White Gold Concordat, was signed by the Empire, and part of the deal included giving away chunks of Hammerfell to the Thalmor. Now, the guys at Hammerfell gave them a big fuck you, until eventually the Empire renounces Hammerfell as a province. This really pissed off the guys at Hammerfell, seeing this as a betrayal, which resulted in a long-lasting bitterness between the two. So Hammerfell, refusing to give up land, is forced to fight for another 5 years, and eventually the Second Aldmeri Dominion retreats, making Hammerfell the only nation to defeat them. More impressive is that Hammerfell achieved this feat by themselves without aid from the outside. And as far as the Hammerfell lore goes, this is where it ends. By the time Hammerfell is renounced as a province and peace is restored, it's only a few decades before the events of the game Skyrim begin. With the Thalmor's lore heavily unexplored, and with previous rumors already having stated that one of two planned DLCs will involve waging war against the Thalmor and choosing a new king for Skyrim, and considering the Thalmor are heavily rooted in the lore of Hammerfell, perhaps it's only natural for Skyrim Redguard to take place in Hammerfell. Also, as is stated in my previous video, Hammerfell has a long history with the Dwemer, whose origins, according to rumors, are to be explored in the other of the two planned DLCs. In other words, Hammerfell seems to be the perfect location to expand the lore of the Dwemer and the Thalmor, which are only explored so far in the Skyrim game. Alright, so that was a lot of information, so let's sum it all up. First, an in-game clue, the open road with an invisible wall on the southwest corner of Skyrim, suggests an expansion towards Hammerfell, more specifically to the city of Elenhir. If the setting turns out to be Hammerfell, it is likely some parts of it will be explorable, and my guess is that, along with Elenhir, Dragonstar and Skaven will be accessible. And finally, Hammerfell has deeply engraved in its lore the Dwemer and the Thalmor, two entities whose lores are touched upon in Skyrim but are waiting to be expanded upon, and Hammerfell seems perfect for either one. What do you guys think? Anything else you guys want to add to all this? Regardless, keep in mind that all the information presented in this video are rumors and my opinions, along with educated guesses based on research. All we really know about Redguard so far is that this name is trademarked for future use. And one more thing I want to mention is the rumor that Redguard is in reality Elder Scrolls 6. The reason I doubt it is because of the kind of title Redguard is. Conventionally, numbered Elder Scrolls games have a subtitle that relates to the setting of the game. Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Oblivion is very much a location, and Skyrim. Furthermore, there was an Elder Scrolls spin-off called The Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard, which was released in 1998. So, if they are releasing a game with the same subtitle, I would say it'll be in the form of a DLC. Furthermore, this spin-off game isn't numbered, it's just a spin-off, so the fact that the subtitle isn't a location doesn't matter. So there you have it. I'll keep you guys continuously updated on the rumored DLC Skyrim Redguard, so join the NASIAN and subscribe to Young Gear. I also cover other AAA games like Fallout 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, The Legend of Zelda, and much more. Also subscribe to Young Gaming for my Let's Play videos. So subscribe to both and join the NASIAN, because every gamer needs a NASIAN. I'll see you guys next time, thank you very much, and Young out!